All right, all you animated film fans, here we go. So, Zach Sharf and Ethan Shanfeld posted this in Variety. They published this article here. We're going back to the swamp. DreamWorks Animation has announced that Shrek 5 is officially in development with a far, far away release date of July 1st of 2026. Yeah, far, far away. That was clever. Original Shrek stars Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz are all confirmed to return. Antonio Banderas' return as the feisty feline Puss in Boots is not yet confirmed. Shrek 5 will be directed by Walt Dorn, who served as a writer and artist on Shrek 2 and 3, and as the head of story on Shrek 4, in which he voiced Rumpelstiltskin. Shrek 5 will be produced by franchise returner Gina Shea and Illumination founder Chris. All this stuff going on right here. Eddie Murphy let it slip in June that he had already begun voice recording for the film, and will next do a Donkey spin-off movie. Let's see, hold on. This is what Eddie Murphy said. He said, "We started doing Shrek 5 months ago. I did this. I recorded the first act, and we'll be doing it this year. We'll finish it up. Shrek is coming out, and Donkey is going to have his own movie. We're going to do Donkey as well. So we're going to do a Shrek, and we're doing a Donkey movie." The Shrek franchise released 4 feature films between 2001 and 2010. The original Shrek turned DreamWorks Animation into a powerhouse studio with its $487 million worldwide gross. The movie became the first Oscar winner in animated feature category. Really? So Lion King didn't get that? Okay. I gotta double check that. I can't believe Lion King didn't get that, but okay. Shrek 2 grossed $928 million. Over here it says $935 million, but okay. Maybe that was accounted for with the inflation and whatnot. But I'm just going by with what it says on here, then I'll get to the numbers after. Both films competed for the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival, while Shrek 3 and 4 earned less acclaim than the first 2 movies. They still managed to gross $813 and $756 million worldwide, respectively. Both Puss in Boots spin-offs were theatrical hits as well, grossing $555 million and $484 million, respectively. That first one definitely was much more than I thought. The second one, probably a little more than I thought, too, in terms of the numbers. I still got to get to those, and then I'll do my review on them. As Variety reported in 2018, Universal Pictures tasked Meledandri, who is also a powerhouse producer behind Despicable Me franchise and the Super Mario Bros. Movie, with overseeing a revival of the studio's Shrek and Puss in Boots franchise. The animation guru was adamant at the time about not messing with the franchise's vocal performances, which he credited as being key to Shrek film's success. He said, "When you look back at those vocal performances, they're awesome, and while you certainly could make a case for a complete reinvention, I find myself responding with my own nostalgic feelings of wanting to go back to those characterizations. The challenge for us has been to find something that really does feel like it's not simply yet another film in a series of sequels." The franchise also includes Puss in Boots spin-off titles, the most recent of which, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, opened in theaters in December of 2022. The film was a box office hit with $484 million worldwide, and it also picked up an Oscar nomination for Best Animated Feature. The success of The Last Wish relaunched interest in a potential 5th Shrek movie, with Donkey voice actor Eddie Murphy saying in January of 2023, "If DreamWorks ever came with another Shrek, I'd do it in seconds. I love Donkey. They did Puss in Boots movies. I was like, they should have done a Donkey movie. Donkey is funnier than Puss in Boots. I mean, I love Puss in Boots, but he ain't as funny as Donkey." I could kind of reading that in his voice. I could hear him say that. Told Variety, "It's a thrill, blah, blah, blah." Though no deals were in place at the time, Meledandri said negotiations with the 3 actors were going well. "We anticipate the cast is coming back. Talks are starting now, and every indication that we've gotten is there's tremendous enthusiasm on behalf of the actors to return." So, there we have it, folks. And only bad news is we got to wait a really long time for it. As they said, far, far away. So, we're in July of 2024 now. It's not coming until July of 2026, so we got to wait 2 years for that, but we got plenty of other movies in between to enjoy, and I'm sure that there's going to be, I know that they are coming out with Toy Story 5. I think they just came out with Minions 4, I think. To tell you the truth, I didn't even keep up much with the Minion series. I didn't even know that they had a third one, and I couldn't remember off the top if they even had a second. So they hit with 4, and I'm like, okay, wow. What else are they doing? I think they're done with the Despicable Me's for now. There's been no indication of, at least nothing that I've seen, with any more Ice Age movies. Let me see what else. The Incredibles, one of my favorites. So far, there's 2 of them. There's some sources that indicate there might possibly be a third one in the future. That's the one I'm probably most eager to see. I'm probably more excited to go see Incredibles 3, to tell you the truth, than even I am Shrek 5. But, whenever they both get released, of course, I'll be there in theaters opening weekend for that. And as far as some other movies, Madagascars or anything like that, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Madagascar 4. The first one was the best one. But before I digress a little bit, but let me get back to let me stay focused on the Shreks here. So the numbers I've tallied from looking at the numbers on Wikipedia, the first Shrek film had a budget of $60 million and it grossed $492 million worldwide. The second movie grossed the budget was $150 million, box office $935 million. Third movie, budget $160 million, $813 million, box office worldwide. Fourth movie, budget $165 million, box office worldwide $756 million. And adding up the total box office for those alone, that is just over $2,996 million. So just those 4 movies alone they grossed almost $3 billion. And how I would rate each of the movies, the first 2 movies for sure get a perfect 10. So the first movie, of course, most of you already know, that's where they all met. Shrek met Donkey along the way, and then they had to go rescue the princess from Farquaad and all that. And that's where Donkey met Dragon, and Dragon was supposed to be bad, but turns out she was good. The first movie gets a perfect 10 for sure. I've seen it multiple times, and I would still watch it. Second movie, also a perfect 10. I think the second movie it was nearly as funny as the first one. That was where they met Fiona's parents, and, of course, they were shocked to learn that not only that she was married to an ogre, but then she herself turns into an ogre at night. I don't know how they didn't know that part at first, but that was something that she, hid from everybody. And then that's where they also got introduced to Puss in Boots. And, of course, the main antagonist in this one was Prince Charming instead of Farquaad. Perfect 10. The third movie, I would have to give I would say it's a 9. I think the story in it was pretty good. That's where Shrek and Fiona had babies. She announced she was pregnant. They had 3 of them. Let me see. Charming was also the antagonist in this one. And this time he was actually finished off. He was killed in this one. This one I would have to give a 9 because I think it was really good. I've seen the first 2 movies multiple times. The third movie I had to have seen I think I saw the third movie 3 times maybe. I think I've seen it 3 times in the past. It's been a while since I've seen it, so there's certain detail that I'm kind of blanking on and forgetting. First 2 movies get a 10, third movie gets a 9. The fourth movie I would give it maybe an 8.5, maybe close to a 9, maybe like 8.8, 8.9, because that one was meant to be more dramatic and much less comedic, because that one was more of like your typical emotional drama, fantasy type tale. He went back in time and he made it to where him and Fiona never met, and he was basically perceived as being this monstrous ogre that the whole town was scared of, and because they learned to kind of accept him and get along with him by the end of the second movie, going into the third movie. And so it was basically one of those things where, hey, you mess up the timeline and stuff gets crazy. That was pretty good too. Now, as far as, again, plot lines to expect in the 5th movie, we have no clue because we still don't know all the voice actors that are going to come into this. But I'm down to see it. I don't care. I'll still go see an animated movie. I'll still go see my Shreks. I'll still go see my Madagascars. I'll still go see The Incredibles. I'll still go see the Ice Ages and movies like that. I'll still go see them. Doesn't matter to me. I'm still into it. Still a huge fan. So sit tight and wait 24 months. An entire 24 months before Shrek 5 gets released. Be there. I'll be there too. Like and subscribe. I got more movies coming your way. Animated, horror, comedy, action, thriller, suspense, all that good stuff. So, animated fans for life.